American pie, a slice. A slice of the American pie. That's just the visuals I'm getting, but let's see what the song is actually about. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Don McLean reaction American Pie, and we are doing a lyric video, so that would be really fun to get into the lyrics. We haven't really dove deep into Don McLean. We've done Vincent for him, and definitely doing the song to him of him. Doing the song for him will show us another side of him. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps the channel out, and definitely support the channel by becoming a member here on YouTube. We have a Patreon you can join, or support us on Ko-Fi.
Long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
Wow. Wow.
So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes.
His voice, y'all.
Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter-skelter in the summer sweat, jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. Woo! We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance.
Yo, the lyrics of this song will get your head spinning. At some point you think you're understanding what he's talking about, and then he goes into another storyline. One thing is, the rhyming scheme is very tight, but why did the music die? And who is the jester representing here? Honestly, that hook, when I first heard him say it, like sing the bye bye Miss American, okay, bye bye Miss American Pie, right? I was like, I've definitely heard this hook before, but I was like, let me listen to know if this is the the original version I heard, or I heard an alternate version, like a cover or something. And then they sang it again with more people, and I'm like, yeah, this one with like where someone is duetting with him, I've heard that particular piece together as a whole, because I remember that part being so vibrant, but the lyrics is so much. And is he talking, what is he really talking about? I really want to understand it, because if you're going off of the lyrics, it's gonna leave you confused. But basically I can see that there's some sort of like maybe sadness in it, even if it's a fun song, because for music to die, that's not a happy thing, you know. So, and by the way, I always thought that hook, the famous hook that I've heard before, I thought it was bye bye Miss America Bye, but it's Miss American Pie. So, but let's keep going, because I'm not familiar with the song as a whole, so I might figure it out by the end of it. But wow, I just had to like just give myself that pause to be like, okay, what's going on? But it's really beautiful, and his voice is so beautiful. He sings in such a way where you're like, oh, singer-songwriter type vibe, but then he's doing some really beautiful, you know, stylistic, like very beautiful accents to the way he is, like, you know, you would think he would just make it like flat, but then he's adding all that beautiful decrescendos and riffs and runs at the end of his sentences. He's a really great singer, very pleasant to listen to.
The players tried to take in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night, till the
song is so deep, yo. It suddenly clicked for me in a personal way. Now, this might not be what he meant, but it really clicked for me. Like, if you're going through something, this song will click for you. Like, the music, the matching band refused to leave the field, and the players couldn't take their stage. It's like you're going through trouble, and the trouble just doesn't want to go away. We got the devil here, we got angels here, so fighting for who's gonna take the center stage. And he's saying, you know, for me, it's telling me not to give up. That's the message I'm getting from it. Because, you know, alcohol and bar scenes, usually it's for the despondent in terms of how it's usually portrayed in literature. So this imagery, this metaphor, he's using all these metaphors, but if you're really going through something, you would latch onto this song. Like, it's actually a very positive song. That's just the vibe I got from it. That's what I'm getting from it.
He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing, bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing, bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
Yo, this song is way deeper, man. Honestly, man, when I heard that hook, I've always thought it was like a happy hook, and like, you know, it just sounded so upbeat. But now hearing the full song, I'm like, what a song. Kudos to the songwriter. Kudos to the execution team, the places they choose to isolate the instrument from the vocals. Like, if you've ever been through it, this is your song. This is your anthem. If you've ever been through it, this is your anthem, man. It's such an anthem, such an anthemic song. Don McLean, he don't play. He laid it down. He laid the vocals down, the lyrics down, everything. He was inspired. This is not an ordinary song. He was inspired. I am so glad I got to experience this song in its entirety, know the artist behind it, get it directly from the source. This was amazing. What a song, man. Poof, my mind was blown. At first it was like, what's going on, like scrambled, but then I started decoding it. I don't know if this is what he meant, but this is how it impacted me, and this is what it made me feel. Like, when you've reached that last drop of hope, when you feel like, hey, it's done, this is gonna be the end for me, and there's hope. There's hope on the other side. There's hope on the coast. And just, man, that rhyme scheme, man. Mr. Don McLean, what did you mean? But this is what I got. Let me know if there's an interpretation of this song out there. Definitely put it. If something in how I'm taking it, you took it this way, you can relate, let me know. But yeah, this was amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, support this channel, become a member here. That would make my day. And you could check out our Ko-Fi for custom reactions and just to support the channel. Just say, hey girl, just say hello to me on there. And we also have a Patreon. We're building a community right there if you'd like to know me better and just bond over conversations. That's the place to go. Thank you so much for watching. That really affected me. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.